Hi again, everyone. Welcome back to Ivy English. I'm Bruce.
I'm Angela.
And I'm Wesley.
Today, October 8th, we're going to Latin America, specifically South America, specifically Peru, and learn more about archaeologists, locals, Protest Machu Picchu Airport.
我们的中文标题是马丘比丘机场动工引发抗议。
All right, I'll read through the whole article and then we'll go back, as we always do for you, to reread each sentence and explain it. A new airport in Peru that will provide easier access to Machu Picchu has stirred up a debate about protecting cultural heritage versus promoting economic growth. Ground is already being cleared in Chinchero, a small village that was originally built as an Incan royal estate 600 years ago. Now, archaeologists, historians, and locals are petitioning the government to rethink the project, or at least move it to another location. They stress that this large international airport would damage invaluable Inca ruins. The planned Chinchero Airport would become the main point of entry for tourists visiting Machu Picchu, the country's most popular tourist spot, and other sites in the Urubamba Valley region. The new airport would be able to handle bigger planes and more visitors than the single runway airport in nearby Cusco. Archaeologists have warned that these plans will lead to the destruction of ruins at Ollantaytambo, along with parts of the landscape that are relics of the Inca civilization. Others are worried that larger crowds will be detrimental to Machu Picchu, which is already strained by the 1.5 million visitors it receives each year. Despite these concerns, the government plans to go ahead with the project. Peru's financial minister noted that it is essential for the city of Cusco, though he failed to mention exactly why. Promises have been made that the construction of the airport will mean thousands of jobs for the local community. The airport is also expected to help promote economic growth in the future. Will the government push for growth and progress at the expense of the past? Those signing the petition can only cross their fingers and hope not.
So, a new airport in Peru, and it will provide easier access to Machu Picchu. This whole thing has stirred up a debate about protecting cultural heritage versus promoting economic growth. What is heritage? Heritage is what's passed down from parents to children or grandparents to grandchildren. It's culture passed through society. And so on the one hand, we want to protect our cultural heritage. On the other hand, economic growth is the unassailable good that we're always told is important.
所以我们看到他说一个新的机场在秘鲁啊，那 that will 这个机场它将可以 provide 提供 easier access to 它可以提供更容易的到达方式，到哪里去呢？ provide easier access to Machu Picchu 这个地方啊，那这样的一个机场主词到目前为止就是从 a new airport 到这个 Machu Picchu 这就是主词。那这个机场呢 has stirred up 它引起了什么东西呢？ a debate 引起了一场争论。那 stir up 就是引起，通常后面都是不太好的东西啊，例如你可以 stir up controversy， 你可以 stir up trouble 啊，甚至于你可以 stir up hatred， 就是这个仇恨。那在这里它是 stir up 一个 debate。那关于什么的 debate 呢？关于两件事情之间的对抗，一个是 protecting cultural heritage 保护文化遗产 versus 就是 against， 一边是保护文化遗产，另外一边是 promoting economic growth 就是促进经济的成长，所以促进经济成长很重要，但是同时保护文化遗产也很重要。那这两个之间的这个 contention 就是一个 debate。
Ground is already being cleared in Chinchero, a small village that was originally built as an Incan royal estate 600 years ago. When we say that ground is already being cleared, it means that construction removing the top layer of whatever land they're going to build the airport on is underway now. It's ongoing now. And this is in a small village called Chinchero. And this Chinchero was originally, long ago, 600 years ago, was an Incan royal estate. Incan is the adjective for Inca. The plural would be Incas. Incan is the adjective. It had royalty. It had a king or emperor. And an estate is the land that is owned by a wealthy or royal person.
好 ，estate 通常我们翻成庄园啊，通常它是 landed property 啊，就是有土地，而且通常上面是会有建筑物的。那我们看到这个地方讲说 ground is already being cleared， 就是他们正在清除地面，也就是正在整地。好，所以已经在整地了，已经在整理那个地了啊。那 clear 当然是净空的意思啊，但是在这里就是所谓的整地，就是上面你不需要东西要通通把它移走，包括树木、草等等的，所以已经在整地了。那这个地方在哪里呢？是在这个 Chinchero 这个地方。然后同位格告诉你，它是一个 a small village， 一个小小的村落 that was originally built as 原来 originally 本来这个村庄的兴建是要当做 as 是要当做一个 Incan 就是印加帝国的 royal estate 就是皇家的庄园。那600年前，换句话说，这个 village 存在600年了。那600年前，本来这个村落建立是因为它要当做一个皇家的庄园。
Now, archaeologists, historians, and locals, these three groups, are petitioning the government. They're asking the government with formal paperwork to rethink the project, to think about this project a little bit more and think about how it could work. Or at least move it to another location, at least try to find some different land for the project.
那现在呢，一些考古学家啊，然后呢，包括 historians 一些历史学家，还有 locals 还有当地的村民 are petitioning 他们在陈情，他们在联署 petition 就是陈情或者是联署，通常是那你这个大家签一个东西啊，那来作为陈情，所以他们在陈情，对谁陈情呢？对政府陈情 to rethink 希望政府重新考虑 the project 重新考虑这个建筑计划，或者是 at least 至少 move it 把这个机场移到 another location 移到另外一个地方去，它才不会破坏这个地方它的历史遗址。
They stress that this large international airport would damage invaluable Inca ruins. They are these three groups, archaeologists, historians, and locals, that building a large international airports take up a lot of land, and this is mountainous area, so there isn't too much flat land, and many people would live on it or use it for agriculture. They're concerned about that, and that the traffic and pollution from aircraft and so on could damage, even destroy, invaluable, that is priceless, Inca ruins, because there aren't any Incas. There's no Incan civilization around today. It's gone, but we can find their ruins.
They stress that 他们强调 stress 就是强调，他们强调说 this large international airport 这个很大的国际机场 would 有可能会，这是假设语气，就是如果盖成的话，他们将会 would 很有可能会 damage 损害到 invaluable 就是 priceless 无价的一些 Inca ruins 一些印加帝国的遗址或者废墟等等的 ruins 本来是指废墟，这里可以说是遗址。
The planned Chinchero Airport would become the main point of entry for tourists visiting Machu Picchu. A point of entry is how people come into a country. For instance, usually when you fly to Thailand, your point of entry is Bangkok, and then you have to reroute within the country. There's a lot of places you can't fly directly to. And so instead of the point of entry being the airport in Cusco, you would be able to directly fly to right next to Machu Picchu, which is mostly why people go to Peru, to be honest. And so this would be the main point of entry for this. And also for other sites in the Urubamba Valley region, which has actually a wealth of Inca architecture and ruins to look at.
OK， 所以 the planned 就是这个计划好的，已经计划好的 这个机场呢 would become 它将会成为，就是盖好之后它将可以成为，所以这个 would 还是一样，它是虚拟语气，它会成为主要的 main point of entry 就是入口 for tourists。对于观光客来讲，他们要到这个 Machu Picchu， 他们主要的入口就会在这一个国际机场。那这些 tourists 是干嘛的呢？是 tourists visiting Machu Picchu， 是要来 Machu Picchu 这个地方玩的人啊，他们可以在这里作为 point of entry。那同时在 Machu Picchu 后面逗点告诉你同位格，告诉你说这个地方是 the country's 这个国家 most popular 最受欢迎的 tourist spot 观光地点。那同时他们如果要进入 other sites， 进入其他的地点，在这个Urubamba Valley， 在这个山谷这个 region 这个地区，他们要进入这个地区其他的景点呢，也是可以用这一个国际机场作为 main point of entry。The
new airport, that is the one that they are just starting to clear land for, would be able to handle bigger planes, larger planes, maybe even the heavies, the 747s, and more visitors. The larger the plane, the more passengers on it, than the single runway airport in nearby Cusco. Remember, there is an airport there, but it's small. It has only one runway. That's a single runway airport.
所以这个新的机场 would be able to 将可以 handle 就是处理，包括降落，包括容纳旅客等等的，它将可以 handle bigger planes 比较大的飞机，而且呢 more visitors 那也可以处理比较多的访客。跟什么比起来呢？跟 than the single runway 就是一条跑道的 airport。现在他们用的这个机场是一条跑道单跑道的一个机场。在 nearby 就是附近的，在附近的 Cusco 这个地方，现在用的那个机场呢，它只有一条跑道，所以比较大的飞机也无法降落，那它能处理的那个旅客也有限。
So archaeologists are concerned with that these plans for the airport will lead to the destruction of ruins at Ollantaytambo. And of course, because an airport just flattens the heck out of everything. And also it will ruin parts of the landscape that are relics of the Inca civilization. Like we want to kind of preserve Inca civilization because we don't know that much about it, and we don't want to just let it just get destroyed willy-nilly.
所以这些考古学家 have warned that 他们提出警告 these plans 这些计划 将会 lead to 会导致 the destruction of ruins 会导致这些遗迹的摧毁 the destruction of ruins 哪里的遗迹呢？在这个Ollantaytambo 这个 Ollantaytambo 这个地方或者 Taytambo 那这个地方的这些古迹，同时 along with 还有呢 parts of the landscape 它也会损害会摧毁掉部分的景观 landscape 主要是指的是景观，那这景观呢包括怎么样 the relics 就是一些遗迹 of the Inca civilization 一些印加文明的遗迹，所以也会被摧毁。因为其实飞机如果飞过的话，飞机的噪音啊，飞机的产生的气流啊，甚至于它的热气等等的，可能都会被对周围的一些古迹产生影响。
Others are worried that larger crowds will be detrimental to Machu Picchu, which is already strained by the 1.5 million visitors it receives each year. So there are many concerns or worries about the building up of this area, not just the airport. The more planes that come in, then you have larger and larger crowds, which simply means more and more people. It's already up to 1.5 million visitors a year. Well, maybe that could double. But if all the people are walking around these ancient ruins or relics, they can damage it through pollution, through carelessness and so on. So
it's just the foot traffic. The literal walking on the stones are wearing the stones down. And
Exactly.
From what I've heard, Machu Picchu is already basically at capacity.
At capacity 其实就是已经到了容量已经满了的意思。所以这个句子他说 others 其他的人 are worried that 大家在担心的是 larger crowds 比较大的群众，也就是更多的观光客呢 will be detrimental to be detrimental to something 就是 to cause harm 或者是injury to something 也就是说会有害，所以更多的人来这里玩呢将会对 Machu Picchu 造成损害那这个地方包括其实你人只要去那个地方你踏那个 Machu Picchu 这个遗迹就会对它造成损害了，那何况是这么多人，多少人呢？他说 which is already strained by the 1.5 million 就是150万的 visitors it receives each year 它每年 receive 就是接受或者招待，所以 Machu Picchu 每年已经接收到150万的访客了。那这个东西呢，会对这个 Machu Picchu 这个地方造成它已经很吃紧了，所以 which is already strained by strain 就是exert to full capacity， 也就是 use to the utmost， 已经用到极限了，所以也就是中文类似吃紧的意思，已经很吃力了。Machu Picchu 每年要接待这150万的访客已经很吃力了，那如果再多来的话，那不是问题更大。
So despite these concerns, the government is like, yep, we heard you and we're going ahead. Oh, sorry, the government plans to go ahead with the project. That's the official speak for, yeah, we got you. Sorry,
yeah.
no.
所以呢 despite these concerns, 尽管有这些忧虑 the government 政府呢 plans to 他们的计划是 go ahead with the project， 他们会继续进行这个 project。 go ahead with something 就是继续进行，通常暗示说其实有些困难，有一些反对或者有些障碍，但是仍然要做的意思。所以例如说 in spite of her illness, Alice decided to go ahead with the wedding， 她生病了，可她决定我还是继续要结婚，所以 go ahead with 有这种感觉，就是尽管有一些问题，但是我还是要做。
Yes.
Peru's financial minister noted that it is essential for the city of Cusco, though he failed to mention exactly why. Well, let's keep tabs on his bank accounts. The financial minister said that Cusco must have, it's essential for the city to have. If it's essential, how could there be a Cusco without it? I would ask. And
Or
I would
maybe
not
it's
get an
essential.
answer.
Maybe it's essential to their future. Maybe it's essential to the future of a particular citizen who is going to line their pockets. One never knows what kind of essential need this is.
Yeah, 所以这个是非常典型的政治政治人物会说的话。那所以他说秘鲁他的这个财政部长 noted 就是 make mention of， 他有提到说 it is essential for the city of Cusco， 就这个机场的建造呢，对于 Cusco 这个城市来讲是必要的、一定要的、不可或缺的。不过 he failed to 就是他没有，就是 he didn't， 他并没有 mention， 并没有提到 exactly why， 到底是为什么它是 essential。 所以我们刚刚就开了一些玩笑essential 他可能脑袋里面想的是，哎呀，这个这样子以后才会有钱才会能够赚钱等等的。
Now, promises have been made that the construction of the airport will mean thousands of jobs for the local community. This is likely. This might be temporary jobs. We don't know what kind of jobs. They might be low-quality jobs. They might be quality jobs, but they're just saying numbers here.
那这也是政治人物常常会讲的啦所以 promises have been made 就是有人做了许诺，做了承诺。他这里用被动，故意不说是谁承诺的，那我们大概都知道，就是这些政治人物或者政府做的承诺。他们承诺说 the construction of the airport 建造这个机场 will mean 将会表示 thousands of jobs for the local community， 就是对于当地的社群来讲，对当地的人来讲呢，会创造数千个工作机会，但是什么样的工作他当然也不会讲清楚，而且这些工作是不是永久性的也没有人知道。
The airport is also expected to help promote economic growth in the future. So you can think of Phase 1 and Phase 2. Phase 1 is the construction of the airport. You will need thousands of people to do that. And, the government says, in the future, many other jobs for the people who have to maintain the airport, for extra tour guides and customs people and so on and so on. That would be the Phase 2. After the construction, there will still be, they say, many jobs that this construction project will provide for the local community.
Phase 1, Phase 2 就是第一阶段、第二阶段Phase 就是 P-H-A-S-E Phase， 所以呢，我们像他讲这个地方，他讲到说，这个机场呢也会 is also expected to， 就是他被预期会怎么样呢？被预期，被谁预期？被建造它的人，被主张要建机场的人预期说，他可以帮忙 help promote 促进 economic growth 经济发展 in the future 在未来。所以这个第一个阶段，他可能可以创造数千个工作，然后呢，第二个阶段，他可以促进这个地方的经济发展。
I'm glad you weren't phased by spelling the word phase.
It's a clever pun 这是一个双关语这个 phase 这个发音有两个字一个是 F-A-Z-E， 一个就是我们刚刚讲的 P-H-A-S-E SE 啊，所以第一个 phase 就是突然觉得很紧张、很慌张啊等等的意思。所以第二个 phase 就是我们刚刚讲的阶段。所以 Bruce 老师说，我很高兴，当你要拼这个 phase 这个字的时候，你没有背 FAZE。
Now, will the government push for growth and progress at the expense of the past? At the expense of is a great phrase that you can learn. If you do something at the expense of something else, it means that you cause problems for something else to achieve an end.
Yeah, at the expense of 中文就是以什么什么为代价。所以这里讲到说，这个政府会不会 push for 在这里就是继续的推动的意思推动或者争取的意思。他会不会继续的推动，或者是他争取这个 growth and progress？ 也就是说，我们要选择经济成长，我们要进步，所以我们要盖这一个机场。Now, at the expense of the past， 但是这个进步跟成长的代价却是过去，也就是说，你把过去的文化遗产，把它这个影响的文化遗产，甚至于摧毁的文化遗产，目的是要取得 growth and progress。所以这两个东西其实一直是常常是有所冲突的。你要成长，要进步，你可能就必须要除去或者拆毁一些过去的东西。
Those signing the petition can only cross their fingers and hope not.This is the answer to the question, will the government push for or support growth and progress, even though the rich cultural heritage may be destroyed? Those signing the petition, we learned earlier, are the archaeologists, historians, and some of the locals. They can only cross their fingers. If you put your middle finger over your pointer finger, this gesture means that you hope for something.They hope something won't happen, and that would be the construction of this modern airport that could easily at least interfere with, if not harm, the rich cultural heritage of the Incan Empire.
所以 those 就是 those people， 那些 signing the petition， 那些签署这个提案或者是诉愿的这些人，他们也只能够 cross their fingers， 就是把他们的中指覆盖在食指上面，那就是 cross your fingers。那通常就是为了祈求事情的顺利to hope that something will happen the way you want。所以他们也只能够祈求事情能够顺利。然后呢 ，hope not 就是希望政府不会选择 growth and progress at the expense of the past.
Now, we have some questions for you about the article. And number one is, according to the passage, what is the petition from archaeologists for? Why are we doing this petition?
根据本文，考古学家发起的联署是为了什么呢？
The answer is B. We're doing it to stop the construction of a transportation hub.
答案是 B， 要停止一个交通枢纽的建造，因为机场就是个交通枢纽。
Question number 2. What can be assumed about Machu Picchu based on the second paragraph?
根据第二段，关于马丘比丘可以推测出什么呢？
And the answer is D. It receives more visitors than it can deal with.
答案是 D， 它接收的旅客数量已经超过它能负荷的。
Number 3. What does the author mean in the last paragraph?
作者最后一段的意思是什么呢？
The answer is C. If the government continues with the project, they will be sacrificing the country's heritage.
答案是 C。如果政府继续执行该计划，他们便会牺牲该国的遗产。
Okay, that's it for today's lesson. Thank you for joining us. And remember, we're here for you whenever you need us.
24/7.
Till the next